Hey guys, we're going to start talking about an extension on our circles unit. It's going to be 3 days, that's extension material. To get started today, we're going to be talking about our circle similarity and arc length. So our objective says find the scale factor needed to produce similar circles and use proportions to find the radius, diameter, circumference, or arc length. Okay, so what we want to think about today is circles, and that every circle is similar to another circle because they're all the same shape and they are different sizes. So this first question says, what is the scale factor needed to produce circle X from circle Y? That means that we are actually starting with circle Y and we're going to circle X because circle X is being produced. Okay, so think about things that you can compare between the two circles. You could compare the radius, you could compare the diameter, you could compare the circumference, you could really compare the arc length as well. Easiest one is probably going to be the radius, okay? So the radius of circle Y is 2. The radius of circle X looks like it's 1, 2, 3, okay? So if they want to produce circle X from circle Y, think about it. If this is my ending figure, is it larger or smaller than the original? It's larger. That means the scale factor should be greater than 1. Okay, when I write the scale factor, I put a number from the new figure over a number from the old figure. Okay, so the scale factor here would have to be 3/2, which makes sense because my figure got bigger. Okay, so if I try another one, this next one says, what is the scale factor needed to produce circle X from circle Y? Okay, starting from circle Y, going to circle X, okay? So I can see that it got smaller. That means my scale factor needs to be less than 1, okay? So comparing the radii again, looks like circle X has a radius of 1. Circle Y has a radius of 4. So if I want to write the scale factor, it should be smaller than 1, which makes it 1/4, okay? The next one says the ratio of the radius of circle X to the radius of circle Y is 5:2. The diameter of circle X is 3 units. What is the diameter of circle Y? Okay, now really diameter is just in units, so it's going to have the same units as the scale factor, okay? The way that they have this written is they have circle X compared to circle Y. So when I write out this scale factor, it's going to say 5/2. Now remember, 5 comes from the circle X, the 2 is coming from the circle Y. So on the next part, it says the diameter of circle X is 3. That means if I start with my 5/2, circle X is 3, X we had on top, so 3 goes on top. I could technically put Y on the bottom if I don't want to use X and make it confusing. And then how do I solve my proportion? I'm just going to cross multiply. Here I end up with 5Y is equal to 6. And if I divide by Y, I'm going to get 6/5, or 6 divided by 5 is actually going to leave me with 1.2. And I could label it units if I wanted to. Okay, so here's another problem. The ratio of the circumference of circle Y to the circumference of circle X is 3:2. The radius of circle Y is 9 units. What is the radius of circle X? Okay, now they are talking about circumference, but circumference is just in units. So this ratio where they said circle Y over circle X, that's going to be my 3/2. Okay, so the radius of circle Y is 9 units. I'm going to say 3/2 is equal to 9/X. And then I'm going to try and find the radius. Okay, so cross multiply here, I get 3X is equal to 18. And when I divide by 3, I'm going to find that X is equal to 6. My selection should be answer C. Okay. The ratio of circle X to the ratio of the radius of circle X to the radius of circle Y is 0.75. The circumference of circle X is 12 pi. What is the circumference of circle Y? So once again, comparing circle X over circle Y, they gave us a scale factor of 0.75. Now 0.75, remember that's just going to be 3/4 as a fraction. Okay, so I can start with 3/4. The circumference of circle X is 12 pi. I can put 12 pi on top. What am I going to put on the bottom? I'm trying to solve for Y. So here I get 3Y is equal to 4 times 12 gives me 48 pi. If I divide by 3, I'm going to find that Y is equal to 16 pi. And my answer should be C once again, because the answer is always C, right? Okay, short lesson for today. Assignment is just going to be similarity and circles worksheet 1 through 8. There's a couple practice writing the equation of a circle, up to you if you want to do those two, but 1 through 8 is the assignment for today. See you later.